Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be a fun day. I am going to be doing the anti-TBR tag. I forgot who originally posted this, but I'm gonna shout them out anyway. Even though no one tagged me, I really wanted to do this because I thought it was fun. And I saw everyone else on the booktube community doing this, and I thought, why the hell not? Sorry if my camera shakes a little bit, guys. I'm on a bed and this is balanced on a pillow, and it's not very centered. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So let's start this tag off. Disclaimer first. If your favorite books are on this, if your favorite authors are on this, sorry. I did change one question, which was any upcoming releases that you are not interested in. I changed that because I'm just not, I don't really follow up any upcoming releases that I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in already, unless it's from like, it's really popular, like it's like Midnight Sun or something like that. Unless it's something like that, I don't really know of it. So yeah, I changed that to be a book that you will not let your enemy read. A book that you read that you will not let your enemy read. So yeah, let's get started. Number 1, popular book everyone loves that you have no interest in reading. This is going to be a theme in this video. It's going to be all lists, pretty much. And I have 7 here. Any Sarah J. Maas or and Cassandra Clare books. I'm just not into them. I hear they're trash and I just nope. Number 2, The Lunar Chronicles. I'm not into sci-fi and I'm not into fairy tale retellings, so it was going to be an absolute no anyway. And then I heard that the author is kind of sus, so no. Number 3 is the Carnival series. From the premise, it just didn't seem like something I would be interested in. Number 4 is the Percy Jackson series. I grew up around the movies, but I didn't read the books. And now that I'm 21, I feel like I'm too old to be reading the books. So it's just an automatic no, because I just feel weird reading them. Number 6 is the Grisha. Is it Drisha or Grisha? Something like that. The Grisha trilogy or series. And also I'm blanking. I forgot what 7 was. If I remember by the time I edit, I'll put it up here. Question number 2. A classic author you have no interest in reading. Bronte sisters. Anything by J.R.R. Tolkien. Robert Jordan. And anything by Mark Twain, Hemingway, or Agatha Christie. I feel like I need to explain the last one. Mark Twain. I'm just not into the Huckleberry Finn books. Hemingway, I just think he's not boring, but overly complicated for no reason, and I'm just not into that. And Agatha Christie, I'm just not into mystery and horror. Or it's really mystery that she wrote, but still. Number 3, problematic authors whose books you have no interest in reading. I have 6. And I will explain most of these if I remember exactly why I put these on the list. I made this list at like 4 a.m. in the morning. So my brain then is different from my brain now at almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Julia Quinn. She wrote the Duke and I series, which is also the Bridgerton series on Netflix. And yeah, I'm boycotting Bridgerton, by the way. If you do not follow me on Instagram, I did a reel on why I'm boycotting it. And so Julia Quinn was in a Romancelandia panel, I think, and she was with other Romancelandia authors who wrote POC characters with happy endings. Julia Quinn had the nerve, the audacity, to say, and I quote, "I write happily ever afters, not suffering." And that was her response to the question why there is no POC characters in her books. So yeah, I am totally boycotting her books and Bridgerton. Number 2 is J. Kristoff. So from what I heard, he is a book Twitter nut. He goes after his readers, doesn't he? Or at least the readers who go after him, he goes after them back, and it's just a mess. He also did he also write a scene in his book between yeah, I think that was him. Didn't he also wrote a scene where he's like overly sexualizing a teenager? Did he also do that? So yeah, if that's what I heard anyway, so that's why I put him on the list. And so yeah, I mainly put him on the list for his book Twitter activities. I don't really know what's in his books because I don't read his books because I'm just not interested in his books. Even if I didn't know anything about J. Kristoff, I wouldn't pick any of his books up. So yeah. Number 3 is Sarah Dessen. She went after a college student who was doing an opinion piece on a book club or the book lists on her school's reading curriculum or something like that. And Sarah Dessen went after her for really no reason. And then other other authors kind of jumped on the Sarah Dessen bandwagon and followed Sarah Dessen on to pretty much try to cancel this college student. So yeah, she also just seems really, really petty. So no. Number, is it 3, 4? So I have 6. Wait. I'm sorry. I have 5. Number 6 is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is Orson Scott Card. He is a homophobe and a transphobe, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we just do not support humanity phobes of any kind. And speaking of a humanity phobe, J.K. Rowling is on number 5. It's number 5 on this one. Do I even need to explain what she's been doing for the past 3 years, 4 years since she released Harry Potter? Or at least has been what she's been saying since she announced that Dumbledore was gay. Do I really need to explain it? For people who don't know, sorry, allergies. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't know how you don't know, but so J.K. Rowling is a TERF, which is a trans exclusionary radical feminist. Um, she's just she's everything that like she's like the vocal embodiment of Voldemort right now, and it's just like it's not pretty. And so the Harry Potter community either is either rejecting her by throwing away or like selling their Harry Potter merch and then donating it to trans charities, or they are keeping Harry Potter in their hearts, keeping the merchandise, keeping the books, the movies, whatever else they bought, but rejecting J.K. Rowling. Which is what I'm doing. You know, death of the author, not the product. Yeah, that's up with J.K. Rowling. An author you read a couple books from, but decided they are not for you. The author is not for you. Philippa Gregory. I read The Other Bowling Girl a few years ago, and I liked that fine. It was fine. The movie was trash. Then I read the sequel to The Other Bowling Girl, the Boleyn Inheritance, and I DNF'd that, and I just decided that her books are just not for me. She includes a lot of fantastical fiction into her books, into her historical fiction books, and it's just not for me. I just don't like it. She kind of like she also like includes known myths into plot lines, and like I am not a historical accuracy nut like a lot of people that I see on the Facebook groups that I'm in are, but that does me in, guys. Like there's a plot line in The White Princess where the myth that King Richard III, which was Queen Elizabeth of York's uncle, wanted to marry her, that was a myth, and she used that as a plot line, and I hated it in the show. I hated it in the show, and I knew that was going to be a plot line in the book because she does that crap anyway. In the book itself, that I read that she did that in the book, so I was like, nope. And so I was like, nope. I'm done with Philippa Gregory. So yeah, Philippa Gregory. A genre you have no interest in. I have 3: mystery, contemporary, and horror. I just don't like these. They never grab me, and I'm just not interested. A book you bought but will never read. I actually DNF'd this one. The Godfather by Mario Puzo. And yeah, I read almost 3 pages and I just stopped. I could not continue. It was full of telling, no showing at all. It's like words upon words upon words upon words, and they made no sense. And honestly, the movies apparently are better than the book. I have not watched all of the movies all the way through because they're like 3 hours long. I just haven't been able to watch all of them all the way through. A series you started but DNF'd. So it's hard to say if I actually DNF'd this series because I still have one book on my shelf, and I think after this book, if I end up reading this book, I'm just done. Alison Weir's fiction series of The 6 Wives of Henry VIII. Catherine of Aragon's, the Catherine of Aragon book was the best one out of five that she's released so far. I have not read Catherine Howard yet, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to stop after Anne of Cleves, and if Anne of Cleves is better than Jane Seymour, then I'll probably continue. But if it's not, I won't continue. And the Kingdom Keeper series. I started this series when I was in high school. I really loved it. But then after the third book, it started to take a turn, and I didn't really like where that turn was going, and I couldn't follow it. And after that, I just lost track of the books, and I'm just not going to continue them anymore. And so I DNF'd those. Okay, the seventh question is a series you have no interest in. Twilight, the ACOTAR series, the Grisha Drisha trilogy, the Children of Blood and Bone, I think that's what it's called. I will fact check myself up here. Any Brandon Sanderson series, and any V.E. Schwab or Victoria Aveyard books. I'm just not interested. And the last question, that the one that I added, I changed, is a book I will not let my enemy read. This one, if you have seen my rants here on the booktube, my booktube account, or you happen to come across my Instagram where I didn't do a rant review, I just did a long review of it, a long post of it. Master of His Fate by Barbara Taylor Bradford. I have the review, a rant review on my channel here. Go watch that if you wish. There's a sequel, and I came across it in Barnes & Noble, and you guys know the TikTok meme, the oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. That was running through my head when I saw that, and I'm not going to continue it. I'm not going to suffer because this woman didn't plot her books out. I'm not going to. No, I'm not. No, so I'm not going to continue it. No, I'm not going to continue it. It looked like a big book too, and I'm just like, no, just no. And it was a hardback, and it's like, no. I'm probably gonna do a video of the bookish things I hate, because one of them is the first book being a paperback, and then the second book is being a hardback. But anyway, that's the end of the tag, guys. My social media is in the description. Follow me there. Subscribe here if you're new, or if you're old and you just come back whenever I post. Please, please, please subscribe. The algorithm sucks, and I have no control over it. Only you guys do. Bye, guys.